Hello, everybody. How's everybody today? Yeah? Okay, you should know by now I need a bigger response than that. How's everybody today? All right, who is really excited to move to Marvella? Oh, come on. Come on. Let's try it again. Who's really excited to move to Marvella? Oh, that's a little bit better, but we'll let it go. All right, I hope you guys are so excited. I feel like we just saw you and we just did. But we are here today to give you everything you need to know about your big move to Marvella. And we are gearing up. The building is looking great. Your apartments are looking amazing. I am really excited for you guys. You are just going to love it. So, we are going to give you information today. Did everybody get a white packet when they came in? Okay, did everybody get a pack of move-in cards that you'll send to your fan club to tell them where you live now? Okay. And everybody got another sheet of paper that's talking about our car service. Everybody got that? Okay. So I'm going to stop talking now because I am not the person with all the information. I'm going to first call up Lisa, and she has a construction update for you. There are a few more chairs up here for people if there's people looking for a place. Here's Lisa. Give her a cheer. She's gotten all your outlets in place and right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, here she is.
Yes, ma'am. Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Good. We're so excited to have you here, and this is a major milestone to be able to go through your move-in packets and get some questions answered. We're 3 weeks away from getting certificate of occupancy, and then it'll be about an 11, 12-day FF&E install, which FF&E, when I first started, in construction, I had no idea there were so many acronyms. I would just make up my own. And so FF&E, everybody's talking about FF&E, and I'm thinking, okay, it's got to have something to do with interior designers because they're talking about it. So I'm like, okay, furniture, fixtures, and everything else. And that's pretty much what it was. But FF&E stands for furniture, fixtures, and equipment. And so once we receive certificate of occupancy on the 10th of November, then we will begin to install all of our furniture, fixtures, equipment, and everything else, artwork. And so we're looking forward to having the first group move in the day after Thanksgiving. And that is to the 825 Mount Curve Boulevard building. So just make sure you've got that right on your address cards. Terrace 1 is 825 Mount Curve Boulevard. All right. So we'll go through a few of the construction updates. We are putting the final finishing in all of the common areas. We'll see some pictures of those here in a minute. We've also completed our punch in every single apartment that is on Terrace 1. So when I say punch, that's where we've gone in, we've marked every flaw that we can find with blue tape, and then the contractors have come through and they're correcting all of that. And then the final cleaners come in, they clean your apartment, they lock the door, and then nobody will go in there until probably the day before you move in. We'll go in and do a quick wipe down. And as I said in the last meeting, buy a lot of Swiffers and dusters because you'll probably have dust for a good year to two after we open because it's just with the new construction. So what we're looking at here is the entry lobby at Terrace 1. So you can see the Block 7 building back there or the Terrace 2 building in the background, and Mount Curve Boulevard is what separates the two. So we've got our tile floors installed. We're also, if you can, I don't know, I heard last time that the pointer people weren't able to see, but we've got our large marble wall behind the reception desk, and then our wood relief wall. There's going to be lighting behind there. It's going to be very, very beautiful. is done. We've got our mailboxes. These are the resident mailboxes. So that's for all of your internal mail. It's great if you have a card that you want to share with a resident or drop a note to someone. But activity calendars, all of that will be in there. And this is just another view of that area. So we're getting the carpet laid. That'll be in this interior area. And then this week, that beautiful light sculpture that is in the center of that lobby, we'll be installing that then too. So next. All right. So this is just another view of that marble wall in the two-story lobby space. And we have a see-through two-sided fireplace, gas fireplace there. And fun fact, it comes in many colors. The Rock does. So our operations team will probably love to change it up for a Vikings game. Any Vikings fans here? Because it does go purple. And it's green right now because someone is a Packers fan and they changed it. I had it purple. So we're kind of playing war with the colors of the fireplace right now. So, all right, next. Okay, this is two images of the club lounge. And we've got the carpet has been completed. The all of the wainscoting, the wood wainscoting is in. We've got the backsplash installed. The lighting is done. Now it's basically just going back, like I said, and the contractors are fixing all the areas that we called out that needed to be repaired. But this room is basically done. I think they're having lunch. All right, and here's the library. And the same is true for the library. We've got all of the light fixtures are done. There's really nothing left to do in here but clean. And then there's some work that'll be done on this cabinet here. And we have a couple of computer desks that we're going to have delivered, and those will be going in. But other than that, it's pretty much done. All right, here's another look at the library. And I hope when you move in, you take the time to look at all of the beautiful light fixtures that are in the building. There are so many unique, beautiful ones. They really are like art on the ceiling. So this is a view out of the corridor over across the amenity deck, and this is still the terrace one. That's okay. We will have soft seating in this area right here. There'll be some chairs out by the railing, so you'll be able to sit out there too. All right, and here's the dining room and the bistro. So I don't know if you're able to see the ceiling detail here. We've got the ceiling detail installed, and now it's being painted. And all of the other painting is going on. We've got all of the light fixtures that we can install that are not in those being painted areas have been installed. And it's really beautiful. It's going to be a wonderful place to have your meals and bring friends and family and just enjoy a beautiful atmosphere. And then this is the bistro, and the commercial kitchen is right through these doors. There's connectivity there through the bistro. And then this is the formal dining room area where these pictures would have been taken. So everything is very connected. So as far as the bistro, we've got our countertop. The wall tile is installed. All of the flooring is done. There's actually, you can't really see here, but there's an inlaid pattern tile that looks amazing. All the light fixtures are done. We did have our initial kitchen inspection on Wednesday last week. And it's always a good sign when the kitchen inspector is envious of how beautiful your kitchen is. So we're very, very happy to be on target there. All right, and this is the pool area. And I was just there yesterday, and all of this tile is installed. They've now started doing the finishing work on the inside of the pool, and they're putting the grab bars inside the pool. Those are all being installed as well. They've got the glass door now is on the sauna, so that is able to be enclosed. All of the pool tile is up. Yes, bring your bathing suit. They are required. It's, I want to say 76 feet. Yeah, we maximized, as you know, this is an infill site. We've got all these units on little over 3 acres. And so we literally pushed the building out within inches of the property line. And then we did the same with the pool, extending it as absolute long as we could to still be ADA compliant around the pool area for walking. So this is as big as we could get it. But there are lanes that there are hooks inside for ropes, so there will be 3 lap swim availability, 3 lanes. And then it goes from 3'6" to 4 feet, which is great because the whole pool area can be used for water aerobics. We can get a lot of people in there with those depths. So the ombre tile is installed in the shower, over at the hot tub, and on all of the pillars. The flooring is all in, and you can see we're starting to put up our required signage. These are the finals. So I would imagine that in the next couple of days, nobody's going to be going in this space either until you guys are ready to go. All right, that was finished. Okay, so then this is the outdoor amenity area over on Terrace 1. So we have this is going to be actually a seated bar area for seating. There's a commercial kitchen you can kind of see back here. Here's another view of it over underneath the pavilion. They're putting the cedar ceiling in on the pavilion, and then the roof will go in after that. And the electrical that will be there, we're going to be connecting bistro lights, those large lights, from the building to the pergola. So this area right outside the club lounge will be illuminated. What you're seeing here is there's a little golf hole right there, but we've got our golf putting green. The resident planting beds are all installed back here now. We've got 3 in each one of these alcove areas. And like I said, really the only thing that we have left to do is to put the roof on here and then finish putting the railing. This is still open because this is where they're bringing all the supplies in for the pavilion. And there's another view. So this is Terrace 1. All of these pictures are Terrace 1. We've got the 2 grill stations, and someone asked if there was going to be propane tanks that would need to be changed. No, we've got those hardwired for you, so there will always be gas. You don't have to worry about that. And yeah, it looks really, really beautiful. Are there any questions for me? All right. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Good afternoon. So last time we were together, Deb introduced kind of the Marvella team that is coming together. So just want to reintroduce myself. My name's Chandler, and I'm going to be the campus administrator at Marvella. We are now going to get to the piece that I can see you all flipping through your folders with all the good information. And I actually have brought up Megan, who's going to be our resident service director at Marvella, to kind of walk you through some of those pieces of paper that are in there that we're going to need back from you. So without further ado, Megan.
Good afternoon, and so glad everyone is here, and I'm so excited to meet all of you and work with you in your move-in. So let's dig right into the paperwork that you have that we are, again, going to have you return to us. The first piece we have here is a move-in request. So we will ask you to fill this out and pick your preferred dates. I do want to ask Diane from Gentle Transitions, for those of you who are working with Gentle Transitions for your move-in, Diane has some information that would be helpful for you to maybe even fill those out. There is a return envelope there, so you can either leave them with us today or you can return those to us so we can help to coordinate those move-in dates.
Good afternoon. I'm Diane Bjorkman, president of Gentle Transitions, and we are honored to be assisting at least 83 different groups, different individuals or couples with their moves into Marvella. So we've been very excited and working on that. I've been here at the last few meetings because we want this process to go smoothly for everybody. And there are some things to think about. We've been in business for 32 years, so we have been through this before. And you're going to get move-in slots, which she has shared with you, 8 to 12 and 1 to 5. 6 days a week. Gentle Transitions will accommodate moves on Saturdays, but you have to find out your move manager's availability. So the most important thing for you to do is we're going to have 2 at least, or possibly 3 of us over there today. And we would love you, before you put your dates down in ink, to connect with us and make certain that your move manager is available on the days that you prefer. To swap back and forth, to try to find different move managers to back up different days is not the desired way to do it. It'll get very chaotic. So we would love to talk with you, see if we can meet your goals and what your hopes are for your move date. Remember also, if you have a move-in slot that is from 8 to 12, that is when the moving truck needs to be there. So if you have an 8 to 12, that means we need to pack you the day before, get the moving truck loaded and ready to go, and then they will be at Marvella immediately the morning because that's their slot to unload. So those are the things you have to think about. And we're very, very excited to work with you. You'll love our team. We have phenomenal people. So thank you.
Okay, back to the paperwork. You also have a residency signing schedule. What we're looking for is preferred mode of signing is going to be through DocuSign. So that is, we can sign all of the paperwork over the computer. You'll have everything in front of you. But if you do want to sign in person, you'll have this form to select some preferences for your dates. We want to do that about 7 to 10 days before your move-in date. So that's what we'll be looking to schedule. Another form you have here is the communication consent form. It's pretty self-explanatory. It is very important we do get this back. We want to make sure that we're respecting everyone's privacy. If you don't want your information shared, like resident apartment phone list, we want to have that on record. So if you could fill that out and return that as well. Another form is for automatic payment for your monthly rent. Very, very handy. It is preferred that people do this, make their monthly payments this way. So that you do have a form in there to fill that out and get that set up right away. Fitness consent for our wellness. You want to use the pool and go ahead and do that right away. It's really important to have this form filled out. For some, you will need a physician's signature. So this just gives you some time to, if you're going to be going to the doctor, you can get this form signed by your physician. So when you move in, you're ready to jump in that pool. And if you choose to set up a 30-minute appointment, there is a checklist of all the information that we're going to ask you to bring back filled out. We want to keep those meetings and respect your time, so keep those to about a 30-minute appointment. And again, you can fill out those forms via DocuSign if that is preferred. And I will bring Chandler up to go over some other items in the packet. Oh, I forgot about the card.
So just to clarify, all the information that Megan just went over is on the right-hand side of your packet. I'm just going to highlight a few things on the left-hand side that are more just for your information. So on that side, we do not need any of those forms back, but just things to be looking at of some other things that Marvella is going to be offering or that are available to you. And so just to go over those again, on the left-hand side is a sample residency agreement. That's not the one we need a signature from you on. That's just to look it over before you sign it on DocuSign or when you meet with us. We talked about the cards that you got to send to your loved ones that you're moving. With that, there's also a change of address kit that you will return if you need to the post office to let them know that you are moving. A few other things just regarding renter's insurance, realizing that some of you, it's maybe been a long time since you've rented. There's just some frequently asked questions regarding that, as Marvella has property insurance, but that does not include the things that you're bringing in, so your property. Maybe the most important is your TV listing. So maybe something you want to pull out to bring with you or to put on your fridge when you move into Marvella, to know maybe if those channels are different than what you're currently seeing within your service. And then a booklet on answering your financial questions. One thing you won't see in your packet is what we're going to call the resident handbook that is available to you online as of yesterday. So you will see that. That is a lot of paper. So we decided to save that and you can view that online. So available to you to start looking at and seeing if there's any questions in there that we can answer for you as well. With that, in parking and cars, I'm really excited to introduce Kurt Miller, who's going to explain a service that we are going to be able to provide to you as a resident to Marvella, and this is something new that we just kind of have put together. So here is Kurt, who's kind of explain what that service is going to be.
Thank you so much. We'll keep this moving along. Did everybody grab one? This is Tom Whalen, who's works with us. Did you grab one of these flyers when you came in? If not, grab one on the way out. I'll just hit the high points. We are with My Car on Call, which is I'm a principal of that business, and we do personalized accompanied rides for older adults living in communities. So we contract with Marvella, and they're providing this service as part of their amenity package. And we've done a lot of rides, and it's a great service. So just quick summary. So first, it's an amenity. So the first 5 miles each way is taken care of by Marvella. No cost. There's no exchange of dollars. You can't tip a driver. There's no financial exchange in the vehicle at all. Secondly, it's door-through-door service. So our drivers wear a lanyard. You'll know the name of our driver before you go on a trip with us. And they will come into Marvella and pick you up. And they'll go into whatever your destination is for the return ride and meet you inside that building. So it's not a Lyft or an Uber. It's an accompanied ride, and our drivers find you. You never have to find a vehicle. You never have to know what the license plate is. You never have to worry about what you worry about with other transportation. So it's high end. We take care of you, and whatever level of assistance you need, we'll provide. Walkers are fine. Foldable wheelchairs are fine. Nothing's great. Whatever needs you have, we'll take care of it for you. Everything's handled through a phone call. So we have a local customer service office that all they do is answer phones for our ride service. And you call for a ride. You call about a ride. Everything's handled. There's no apps. There's no email. It's a phone call. Talk to a person. And they're going to take care of wherever you're going. They can help you find destinations, timing. They'll help you book your return ride. They know when our drivers are available. We drive 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. And so within that time frame, we will be available for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom and Kurt. Again, I'm really excited for that service to be offered at Marvella. Another thing that you probably all are waiting for is what dining and what food services are going to be offered. So I am excited to reintroduce Justin, who's going to be our nutrition and culinary director, to speak a little bit about what you can expect as we open and what our operations in the dining room will look like. So, Justin.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, we are so excited to get into our site. We had our kitchen walkthrough this past week, and it passed with flying colors, so it's a good sign of things to come. So the way dining is going to start out at Marvella is it will be a ramp up slowly. So our first area that we're planning on opening is going to be the Continental Breakfast, and this will be available in the bistro, so it'll be down in our main level. And that'll be opening hopefully on Monday, 11/28. So the following Monday after the beginning of move-in on 11/25. The continental breakfast will be from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're initially going to start off Monday through Friday with that. And then as we start to get staffed up and hire and get people trained, our next phase will hopefully be the Olive Branch Bistro, which that will open for lunch at a date to be determined. Again, that is all going to be based on getting staff hired and trained. And then once we get the lunch program going, the next step will be dinner service in our terrace dining room, or extending the hours of the Olive Branch Bistro into dinner hour. Once we get the dining room open, that will also open up the availability for pickup and delivery service for meals. That'll all be handled online through a resident portal with our preferred vendor e-menu choice. There will be information distributed to all of you at move-in or shortly thereafter. We'll probably host a training on site for that and show everyone how to go through the process and how to handle that. And then catering will probably be our last program that we get launched. We will be able to provide catering service to you and your family if you choose so. We have various club rooms throughout the site that'll be able to be reserved. There also is a private dining room off of the main terrace dining room that can be reserved. So if you're thinking of hosting, like a brunch or a birthday party, we'd love to provide the food for you for that event.
Thank you, Justin. Now to talk a little bit about some important dates coming up. So earlier there was a question regarding kind of a sneak peek event. So those dates are up on the slides. So we are going to be hosting on Monday, November 21st. We're going to do it by floors. So we're going to start on top with the 4th floor. That's going to be hosted from 10 until 2 p.m. And I believe it's going to be an open house style. And then for 2nd and 3rd floor, it's going to be the following day. So Tuesday, November 22nd, and the same time from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. All right, and then moving on to our next slide here. This is for Terrace 2. So again, just kind of want to highlight move-in. So we are set to be able to welcome one of you starting on November 25th and then through the end of December with the holidays. So that's, again, an extended time period past the 30 days. If you haven't moved in by December 31st, you can expect rent to start on the 1st of the year of the new year. Again, all really, really great questions, and I'm excited to meet some of you today and continue to meet you as you guys move into Marvella and call Marvella home. So thank you very much.